Dear students, welcome to Suffer, the dream team in entrance. I think you all heard about Suffer aptitude test, ZAT. It will conduct on October 2nd. So, we will try to provide the supporting class of biology. Okay? In this session, we are going to discuss about cell, the unit of life. What is a cell? You know that cell is the structural and fundamental unit of life. In this session, I am discussing some questions, MCQs about the cell. Okay, ready? Look, the first question. Which of the following statement is true about cell theory? Who proposed cell theory? Who proposed cell theory? Schleiden and Schwann proposed cell theory. Here are four statements. First statement, the cell theory does not apply to fungi. Second, the cell theory does not apply to virus. Third statement, the cell theory does not apply to algae. And last, the cell theory does not apply to microbes. Then check one by one. First, cell theory is proposed by Schleiden and Schwann. Matthew Schleiden, a German botanist, and Theodor Schwann, British zoologist, proposed cell theory in mid-19th century. They say that the cell is the structural and functional unit of life, or cell are the building block of plants. Not only plants, cell is the building block of plants and animals or all living organisms. These discoveries led to the formulation of cell theory, but cell theory does not explain how the new cell arises from. Then another scientist came to that part. Rudolf Virchow said that the new cells are formed from pre-existing cells. That is omnicellular, ecellular. The new cells are formed from pre-existing cells. So, 2 points define the cell theory. First point is all living organisms are made up of cell, and second is the cell is formed from pre-existing cells, or new cells are formed from pre-existing cells. Then, first option, the cell theory does not apply to fungi. Is it correct or wrong? The cell theory does not apply to fungi. Second, the cell theory does not apply to virus. Then cell theory does not apply to algae, and cell theory does not apply to microbes. Cell theory does not apply to fungi is wrong, because fungus is living organism. It is made up of cell. So, this theory does not apply to fungi. So, this statement is wrong. Second statement, the cell theory does not apply to virus. Viruses are acellular organism. Acellular organism. Viruses are acellular organisms. That means the cell theory does not apply to virus is correct statement. Then third, cell theory does not apply to algae. Algae is also a living cell. It is made up of cell. Then last, the cell theory does not apply to microbe. Microbe is also living. So, the cell theory is applicable there. So, the correct option is the cell theory does not apply to virus. What is the reason? Viruses are acellular organism. Okay, then comes to second question. Which of the following cell organelle regulate the entry and exit of molecule to and from the cell? Entry and exit of molecule to and from, inside the cell and outside the cell. Four options are there. First option, lysosome. Second option, Golgi body. Third option, cell membrane. And fourth option, mitochondria. You know that lysosome, Golgi body, mitochondria, these three are cell organelle. It is present inside the cell. Then what about cell membrane? What about cell membrane? You know that cell membrane is outer boundary of the cell. It is present both in plant and animal cell. What is the function of the cell membrane? Look, the cell membrane is also called as plasma membrane. It is the outermost covering of animal cell. But in plant cell, the outermost covering is what? Cell wall, which is made up of cellulose. Okay, algal cell is also a plant. So there it has also a cell wall, not cell membrane, cell wall. Then the cell membrane is semi-permeable membrane composed of lipids and proteins. The plasma membrane or cell membrane is composed of lipids and proteins. What is the function of that? The plasma membrane controls the entry and exit of both solute and solvent between the cell and the environment. Entry and exit, that means into the cell and release out to the cell. Entry and exit of substances, both the solvent and solute substances, in and out of the cell. So what is the correct answer? Cell membrane is the correct answer. These three are also present in the cell, but their functions are different. These three are the cell organelles. Okay. The next point, what are the functions of the cell membrane or plasma membrane? First, protecting from integrity of interior cell. Second, providing support and maintaining the shape of the cell. Then third, help to regulate cell growth through the balance of endocytosis, engulfing the material, engulfing. Exocytosis, releasing out of the substances. Engulfing, endocytosis, releasing out exocytosis. Then fourth point, cell membrane also plays an important role in cell signaling and communication. Signaling and communication of the cell is also done by plasma membrane. It acts as selectively permeable. What do you mean by selectively permeable? It permits only certain substances into and out of the cell. Selectively, not all substances does not enter into the cell. Okay, selectively permeable by allowing the entry of only selected substances into the cell. Okay, these are the functions of plasma membrane. So, what is the question? Which of the following cell organelle regulate the entry and exit of molecules to and from the cell? What is the correct option? Cell membrane is the correct answer. Clear? The next question, third question. Which of the following cell organelle is called suicidal bags and why it is called so? Suicidal bags. What do you mean by suicidal bags? The cell damage their own cells, that is suicidal bag. Options, first one lysosome, second one Golgi apparatus, third one cell membrane and last is mitochondria. What is the answer? Why? Why it is called suicidal bag? Look the first point. Lysosome is a membrane bound cell organelle that contain digestive enzyme. Then what is the function of digestive enzyme? Which can digest certain microbes or particles when it enter into the cell. That is the function of digestive enzyme, isn't it? Then lysosomes are involved with various cell processes. They break down excess and worn out cell parts. They may be used to destroy invading viruses and bacteria or invading microbes. Invading, come into the cell, invading the microbes and viruses. Lysosome function as digestive system of the cell, serving both the degraded material taken up from outside the cell and to digest obsolete components of the cell itself. That means you got the answer. What is the answer? Lysosome. Why it is known as suicidal? Why it is known as suicidal? When the cell get damaged, the lysosome burst and digest their own cell. When the cell get damaged, the lysosome burst and the digestive enzyme release. So, the cell digest their own cell. The lysosome digest their own cell. So, the lysosomes are called as suicidal bags. Then, Golgi apparatus, cell membrane you already discussed. Then, mitochondria are called as powerhouse of the cell. Why it is called as powerhouse of the cell? Which can produce energy in the form of ATP. Last point, they contain about 40 types of hydrolytic enzyme. Lysozyme contain 40 different types of hydrolytic enzyme. Enzyme which is activated in the presence of water. Some names are the proteases, nucleases, glycosidases, lipases, phospholipases, phosphatases, sulfatases. All these are acid hydrolyses. Then the answer of suicidal bag is lysosome. Okay. Then next question. Which of the following cell organelle is absent in prokaryotic cell? Here also 4 options: nucleus, lysosome, endoplasmic reticulum, all of the above. Prokaryotic cell. What do you mean by prokaryota? Pro means primitive, karyota means nuclei. Prokaryotic, it is a primitive cell or ancient cell. You know that prokaryotic cell does not have definite nucleus and membrane bound cell organelles. First option, nucleus. Nucleus is a brain of a cell, core of a cell. It has double layered membrane. Then second, lysosome. Lysosome is a suicidal bags. It is also membrane bound. Endoplasmic reticulum. It is also membrane bound. Then all of the above. Which is the answer? All of the above. First point, prokaryotic cells have different characteristic features. They lack nuclear membrane. Nucleus has a double layered membrane. That membrane is known as nuclear membrane. Mitochondria, Golgi body, chloroplast, lysosome. These all are membrane bound cell organelles. These all are absent in prokaryotic cell. The genetic material is present on single chromosome. In prokaryotic cell, genetic material is present, but which is not enveloped by membrane. Genetic material is present there. Okay, DNA is present there, but which is not enveloped by nuclear membrane. So, genetic material is present on the single chromosome. Example of prokaryotic cell, cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria are also called as blue-green algae, which belongs to bacteria, eubacteria. And E. coli, another kind of bacteria which is usually present in our intestinal tract. Then mycoplasma. These all are prokaryotes. Okay, then question is, which of the following cell organelles is absent in prokaryotic cell? Answer is all are absent. Nucleus is absent, lysosome absent, endoplasmic reticulum absent. So the correct answer is all of the above. Then fifth question. Which of the following cell organelle involved in storage of food and other nutrients required for a cell to survive? Storage of food and other nutrients required for cell to survive. Options are vacuoles, lysosome, mitochondria, cell membrane. These three are already discussed and you know about the function of these three organelles. Then only one is their vacuole. What is a vacuole? Where it is found? What is the function of the vacuole? Look the first point. Vacuole is a membrane bound cell organelle. The name of that membrane present in vacuole is tonoplast. Tonoplast. In animal cell, vacuoles are generally small and help hide away waste product. In plant cell, vacuoles help to maintain water balance. Sometimes a single vacuole can take up most of the interior space of the plant cell. Most of the interior space means about 90 to 95% of the space of the plant cell is covered by the vacuole. But in animal cell, only small vacuoles are there. Their function, what is the function of vacuole in animal cell? What is the function? To hide away the waste products. Second point, vacuoles are reservoirs of many metabolite. What do you mean by metabolite? The product of metabolism is metabolite. Then, such as inorganic substances, organic acid, amino acid, sugar in seeds and nutrient tissues. Though here is the answer, vacuoles are reservoirs of many metabolite. Then what is the answer of this question? Answer is vacuole, which is involved in storage of food and other nutrient required for cell to survive. There are different kinds of vacuoles. First one, sap vacuole. Sap vacuole function, store and concentrate mineral salt as well as nutrient. Second one, contractile vacuole. take part in osmoregulation, maintenance of ionic balance of the body, and excretion. Food vacuole contain digestive enzyme with the help of which nutrients are digested. And last is air vacuole, help in buoyancy of the cell. These are the 4 types of vacuole. Okay, once again, what is the question? Which of the following cell organelle is involved in the storage of food and other nutrients required for a cell to synthesize? Which is the correct answer? Vacuoles. Vacuoles are the correct answer. Okay, then comes to next question. Dash is involved in synthesis of phospholipids. Synthesis of phospholipids. First option, mitochondria. What is mitochondria? What is the function of mitochondria? You know that. Second, cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? Jelly-like substance present inside the cell. Okay, this cytoplasm contains different kinds of cell organelles. Endoplasmic reticulum. You know that endoplasmic reticulum are of 2 types. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And last, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These two are not the answer. Then here or here, which one is correct? How to find that? What do you mean by rough endoplasmic and smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Endoplasmic reticulum contain ribosome are called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. Have no ribosome are called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Look this point. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for synthesis of essential lipids. Look the question, phospholipids. Lipids such as phospholipids and cholesterol. Phospholipids and cholesterol or fat. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is also responsible for the production and secretion of steroid hormones. Production and secretion of steroid hormones. It is also responsible for metabolism of carbohydrate. What are the function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum? First one, synthesis of lipids such as phospholipid. Question is synthesis of phospholipid. So, which is the correct answer? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is the correct answer. Then, what is the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum? Endoplasmic reticulum containing ribosomes are called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. What is the function of that? What is the function of ribosome? Protein synthesis. So, what is the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum? Protein synthesis. Okay, rough endoplasmic reticulum function, protein synthesis. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, the function is production of lipids or phospholipids, then production and secretion of steroid hormones, cholesterol and metabolism of carbohydrate. Okay, correct answer, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The next one. Which of the following cell organelle is present in plant cell and absent in animal cell? Very simple question. In plant cell it is present, but in animal cell it is absent. Which of the cell organelle? First option, nucleus. Nucleus is important. Nucleus is a brain of a cell, both in plant and animal cell. That is not the answer. Vacuole. We just mentioned that vacuoles are present both in animal and plant cell. Vacuoles present in animal cell is smaller than plant cell. Okay. Then third, chloroplast. It is a plastid, chloroplast. It is a cell organelle which contain chlorophyll. Function is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis takes place in plant cell. The function, photosynthesis is the function of chloroplast. Here is present only in plant cell, chloroplast. Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance present all kind of cells. Okay, then what is the answer? Chloroplast. Look, they means chloroplasts are responsible for carry out photosynthesis, synthesis of food in the presence of light, the process of conversion of light energy into sugar and other organic molecule. Then the correct answer is chloroplast. Following cell organelle, present in plant cell but it is absent in animal cell. Answer is chloroplast. Okay. Then 8th question. Which of the following statement is true about chromosome? What is a chromosome? Where it is present? Chromosomes are made up of chromatin fibers. Chromatin fibers means DNA, genetic material, which is present inside the cell. During the cell division, the chromatin fibers coil and condense to form chromosome. Each chromosome consists of 2 chromatid and a central construction known as centromere. Then options are, what is the following statement is true about chromosomes? Options are, it is present within the nucleus. That is right, it is present within the nucleus. Nuclear material is DNA or chromatin fibers. That chromatin fiber coil and condense to form chromosome. So that is correct. Second, it carries genes and help in inheritance. What is a gene? Unit of inheritance. Unit of inheritance, that is gene. Gene is present in DNA. Gene is a part of DNA. Gene is a part of DNA. It helps in inheritance, transfer of characters from parents to their offsprings. It is composed of DNA in the form of chromatin and protein. That is also correct. So, the correct answer is all of the above. Correct answer is all of the above. Chromosomes are thread-like structures located inside the nucleus of animal and plant cell. Each chromosome is made up of protein and single molecule of deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid means DNA. So, question is, what is true about chromosomes? Chromosomes are thread-like structures which is present inside the nucleus. During cell division, the chromatin fibers or DNA coiled and condense to form chromosomes. Answer all of the above. Okay. Then next question. Which of the following is a single membrane bound cell organelle? Single membrane bound cell organelle. Different kinds of cell organelles are present in eukaryote. Prokaryote doesn't have any cell organelle, but eukaryote have cell organelles. Options are vacuole, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, all of the above. Which of the cell organelle is single membrane bound? That is the question. Here, look the description. Single membrane bound organelles are, examples are vacuole. You know what is vacuole and the function. Lysosome, already discussed. Golgi apparatus, then endoplasmic reticulum. These all are single membrane bound cell organelle. So, what is the correct option? Vacuole, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum. Which is the correct option? All of the above is the correct option. Then which of the cell organelles are double membrane bound structure? Double membrane bound. Look, next point. Double membrane bound organelles are nucleus. Nuclear membrane is double membranous. Mitochondria also double membranous. Chloroplast are also double membrane bound cell organelle. Single membrane bound cell organelles are, which are they? Vacuole, lysosome, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum. Then how about ribosome? How about ribosome? Ribosome is also a cell organelle. Ribosome doesn't have any membrane. It is a non-membrane bound cell organelle. Ribosome is a non-membrane bound cell organelle present both in prokaryote and eukaryote. Ribosome is the only cell organelle present both in prokaryote and eukaryote. Okay. Next question. 10th question. Which of the following cell organelle is present in animal cell and absent in plant cell? Previous question, which of the cell organelle is present in plant cell but absent in animal cell? Answer is chloroplast. Here, which of the following cell organelle is present in animal cell and absent in plant cell? Look the options. Nucleus. Nucleus is present both animal and plant cell. Here, it is not the answer. Then, centrosome. What is centrosome? Centrosome. Then Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is also present both in plant cell and animal cell. It is not the correct option. All of the above, it is not the correct option. Then what is a centrosome? Centrosome is a cellular structure involved in the process of cell division. Centrosome is a cellular structure which is involved in the process of cell division. Before cell division, the centrosome duplicates into two. And then as division begins, the two centrosomes move to opposite end of the cell or opposite poles of the cell. Centrosome is present only in plant cell. Then what is centriole? Centrosome comprises two microtubule ring known as centriole. So, centrosome and centriole both has relation. Centrosome is a cellular structure involved in cell division. During cell division, the centrosome duplicates and moves to opposite poles of the cell. Centriole comprises two microtubule rings known as centriole. Centrosome comprises two microtubules, that is known as centriole. These two, centrioles and centrosome, these are related. Here the answer is centrosome. Centrosome is the correct answer. Centrosome is present only in animal cell. Centriole is also present only in animal cell, absent in plant cell. The next question. Which of the following statement is true about Golgi apparatus? Golgi apparatus. How the name to get this cell organelle? It is first observed by Camillo Golgi, discovered by Camillo Golgi. So it is called as Golgi apparatus. What are the options? It is a sac-like organelle. It is located near the nucleus. It helps in transporting the particles throughout the cell, and all of the above. Which one is the correct answer? See the description. The Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex function as factory in which proteins received from the endoplasmic reticulum, proteins received from the endoplasmic reticulum and further processed and sorted for transport to their eventual destination. Then endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum synthesize protein. These proteins are packed and transported with the help of Golgi apparatus. It is a sac-like structure. Their infolds are called as cisterns or cisternae. It is correct. Located near the nucleus. It is also correct. Then it helps in transporting the particles throughout the cell. That is also correct. So which is the correct option? All of the above is the correct option. Following statement is true about Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, the name comes from the scientist who discovered Golgi apparatus. What is the name? Camillo Golgi. Okay? Yes. Next question, 12th one. Which of the following statement is true about the nucleus? What are the options? It is absent in prokaryote. It is called the brain of the cell. It contains DNA and other genetic material. All of the above. Look. The first option, it is absent in prokaryote. Is it right or wrong? Prokaryotes, primitive cell, have no definite nucleus, but nuclear material is present. That is correct option. It is called brain of the cell. It controls all the activities present inside the cell. Okay, so this option is also correct. It contains DNA, is the genetic material, and other genetic materials. That is also correct. Then all of the above. So which is the correct option? All options are correct. Option D is correct. All of the above. Look the description. The nucleus is double membrane organelle that contain the genetic material and other instructions required for the cellular process. It is exclusively found in eukaryotic cell, that means absent in prokaryotes. It is also one of the largest organelle. Okay, the next, DNA is not present in. Options, 4 different organelles are there. Chloroplast, ribosome, mitochondria, nucleus. DNA is not present in. Nucleus contains DNA, we know that. How about chloroplast, ribosome and mitochondria? Chloroplast and mitochondria have their own DNA. They are semi-autonomous cell organelles. Chloroplast and mitochondria have their own DNA. They have semi-autonomous cell organelle. So, these two are correct. Then what is ribosome? Ribosome has no DNA. So, the correct answer is ribosome. DNA is not present in ribosome. Okay? Then next question. The bright colors of ripe fruit is due to, you know that the ripe fruit has different kinds of colors. Some of them are red, some of them are orange, some of them are yellow. Okay. Options are chromoplast, chloroplast, amyloplast, leucoplast. These all are different kinds of plastids. Plastids are present only in plant cell. Okay. Chromoplast, colorful plastid. Chloroplast, green plastid. Amylo and leuco, colorless plastid. So, question is, bright color of ripe fruit is due to. Look the point. There are three types of plastids present in plant cell. First one, chloroplast. Chloroplast contain chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a pigment which helps for photosynthesis. Second is chromoplast. Contain carotene and xanthophyll. They impart a specific color of flowers, fruits and help in pollination and dispersal of seed. Help in pollination, that color attract the insect for pollination. Okay, chromoplast. Leucoplast are colorless. Leucoplast are colorless and store various food products. Example, amyloplast store starch, protein and aleuroplast store proteins, eleoplast store fat. These three are leucoplast are colorless. It is of three types: amyloplast, aleuroplast and eleoplast. Amyloplast store starch, aleuroplast store protein and eleoplast store fat. Then what is the answer of which plastid give bright color of the ripened fruit? Answer is chromoplast. Chromoplast, this one. Chloroplast give green color. These two are colorless plastids. Okay. Then the endomembrane system of cell includes endomembrane. The membrane system which is present inside the cell includes. Options are, first option, endoplasmic reticulum plus Golgi body plus mitochondria. Second, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, vacuole and tubule, microtubule. Third, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, vacuole and lysosome. And last, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, vacuole and chloroplast. Which one is the correct option? Look the first option. Endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body and mitochondria. In endomembrane system, the cell organelles are membranous and their functions are interconnected. Mitochondria function is different. What is the function? It is a powerhouse of the cell which can produce energy in the form of ATP. Then, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, vacuoles and tubule. Tubule is the microtubule. It is not the correct answer. Endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, vacuole and lysosome. These endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, vacuole and lysosome. The third option is the correct one. These four cell organelles are included in endomembranous system. Look the description. The endomembrane system is a membranous component of the eukaryotic cell. They include the cell membrane, vacuole, nuclear membrane, lysosome, Golgi apparatus. Which of them? Cell membrane, vacuole, nuclear membrane, lysosome and Golgi apparatus. Then vesicles and the endoplasmic reticulum. These are the endomembrane system. So, which is the correct option? Option C is the correct option. In the last option, chloroplast is not belongs to endomembrane system. Okay, the correct option is option C. Option C, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, vacuole and lysosome. Okay. Then last question. 80S ribosome occur in 80S Swedberg unit. S stands for Swedberg's unit. Options are eukaryotic cells of animals, eukaryotic cells of animals and plant, both eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell, all of this. I already discussed that ribosome is the only cell organelle which is present both in plants and animals, or both in prokaryote and eukaryote. Not plants and animals, both in prokaryote and eukaryote. How? Why? Because ribosome does not contain any membrane. It is a non-membrane bound cell organelle. Ribosome are of two types, 80S ribosome and 70S ribosome. 80S ribosome is found in eukaryotic cell and 70S ribosome is found in prokaryotic cell. Look, each ribosome consists of two subunits, a small subunit and a large subunit held together by magnesium ions. Here is the small subunit and here is the large subunit. These two subunits are held together by magnesium ions. 70S ribosome consists of small subunit 30S and large subunit 50S. 70S ribosome is found in prokaryote, mitochondria and chloroplast. Prokaryote, mitochondria and chloroplast. In 80S ribosome consists of smaller subunit 40S. But here 40S and larger subunit 60S, which is found in eukaryotic cell. Then what is the correct answer? First one, eukaryotic cell of animal. Correct option. Second option, eukaryotic cells of animals and plants. It's also correct. Both eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell. That is also correct. That means, both eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. That means in prokaryote and eukaryotic cell ribosomes are present. Why? Because ribosome is a membrane bound cell organelle. Then last, all of this. Which is the correct option? All of this is the correct option. Okay, that's all about question discussion. Then hope you all are doing well for the ZAT exam. Thank you. All the best.